We all know something about business combinations: mergers and acquisitions, joint ventures and alliances, networks of various kinds. But why are some of these combinations very successful and others abject failures? How can you maximize your chances of success? 3 simple rules make all the difference. All of these are essentially business coalitions. It's a broader word for saying whenever businesses work together in some way to align themselves and to gain value from each other, they are doing one of these many things. And frankly, the exact word that you use here doesn't matter as much as the philosophy behind it, the fundamental behind it, and the rules of success. Let me try to give you, from all these different modes, essentially 3 rules in business combinations. Any business combination, whatever you call it. And I'm going to use some bad math for this. The first one you know. You've seen this. 1 + 1 is 3. Anytime you look at these combinations, there's going to be something fundamental that is added value. If one has something that the other doesn't have, and vice versa, one capability the other doesn't have, one market that the other doesn't have, etc., if you can somehow put them together, you get more value than either of those assets could earn on their own. Okay? Clear enough? Probably the most common one we all think about when we say combinations add value. Second one is 1 + 1 is 1, which is out of many, we make 1. By that I mean not value-wise, but organizationally. So the fact that we are going to work together in order to create value in the first equation means that we have to work together. And in the examples we had here already, we know that it's not always easy to work together because there are frictions and there are differences, etc. So how do we get an organizational unit to work with another one outside the company in such a way that it, let's say, almost looks like one, almost as if it were owned by one party? So that's the second rule, 1 and 1 is 1. The third rule, a little tricky, 1 and 1 equals, well, it could be 1.2 plus 1.8, it could be 1.3 plus 1.7, it could be 1.5 plus 1.5, I don't know, you get the idea. And the idea is that that 3 needs to be divided. So we have to divide the pie. And if we don't divide the pie, then we have nothing, because each of us is going to earn only that premium over what it is that we contributed. So you have to leverage your advantage inside the relationship in order to share returns of the combination in such a way that continues in a way the incentive for collaboration. So these are 3 very basic rules, and they're simple and in a way intuitive, but very often in the combinations that we make, or coalitions, or different kinds of alliances, we forget 1, sometimes 2 of them. So what I'll try to do today with you is to walk you through a procedure to think about alliances, which is one of those types of combinations, and allow you to make sure you don't forget